This joke is called I Don't Want to Go to Church. I know, I got jokes today. A mother went to wake up her son for church one Sunday morning. When she knocked on his door, he said, "I'm not going." "Why not?" asked his mother. "I'll give you 2 good reasons," he said. "1, they don't like me, and 2, I don't like them." His mother replied, "I'll give you 2 good reasons why you will go to church today." She said, 1, you're 47 years old, and 2, you're the pastor. Anybody ever feel like you don't want to go to church? How about on a Thursday night when you're tired from work and they talk about Bible study at 6:30 and we're going to eat first and then we're going to have some Bible study? Or how about Sunday morning when you stayed out late, or maybe you went to dinner with some friends or something else kept you occupied, or you worked and you just like, "Oh man, I don't want to go to church." Anybody? I'm the only one.
Amen.
Sometimes more often than others. I want to talk to you today about when God calls you to work in the vineyard. So I want to ask you a question. Have you ever been a grumbler? If you have ever compared yourself to someone else, I'm almost positive that you have. Some of this sermon is taken from a sermon that Dr. Ray Pritchard preached to a bunch of seminary graduates. They were graduating and they were getting ready to go out and they were going to be something in somebody's ministry. So some would be pastors, some might be youth pastors, some might be missionaries, whatever the case may be. And his sermon title was a little different, but it was interesting that in my study time I stumbled upon it and I liked it so much I wanted to make sure that I mentioned that in my video to give him credit. I've changed a lot of things around so that they apply to us. But his sermon really moved me. I've met and have been a grumbler at some point in my life, and the Bible has a lot to say about grumbling, which is defined as to show one's unhappiness or critical attitude, to make complaining remarks or noises under one's breath. Kids are real good about grumbling, right? Until they get that, what we used to get, slapped in the mouth, right, by your grandmother or your mother, and that cuts that real short. You never do it ever again. But a great biblical example of this is the children of Israel in the wilderness, right, who grumbled against Moses and the Lord. They grumbled because they didn't have enough water. They grumbled because they didn't like the wilderness. They grumbled because they thought Moses was a bad leader. They grumbled because they missed Egypt. They grumbled because they weren't yet to the promised land. They grumbled because they thought God had let them down. Their consistent grumble is all you heard. They were never thankful for the little bit of water that they did have. Or the fact that they were on the way down in Texas to the promised land. I came to tell you that there are some times when you're going to be in the wilderness on your way to the promised land and you're going to find yourself becoming a grumbler. It's just a fact. It happens. Why? Because we're human. God knew that, so he had to give us examples. Some scriptures you can find is talking about the children of Israel is Exodus 15, verse 25, Exodus 16, verse 2, Exodus 17, verse 3, and Numbers 14, verse 2. So I want to talk about how to identify a grumbler. A grumbler is never satisfied with what they have. They always want more. Got a house, I need a bigger house. Got a car, I need a better car. Right? Got a spouse, I need a better spouse. Okay, I ain't talking about that. Okay, I won't do it. But they're never satisfied with what they have in that moment. Number 2, grumblers always have an excuse. Here's why that didn't happen. Here's why. Well, I didn't buy this car. I can't buy a new car because the interest rates are too high. I don't want a used car because that's somebody else's junk. They always have an excuse. And thirdly, secretly, grumblers believe that they can never succeed. Grumblers believe that they can never succeed. because sometimes they don't even know they're a grumbler.
All right, come on now.
Let's go to the story, our scripture for today, Matthew chapter 20. And we'll be reading from verses 1 through 20. And the parable reads, "For the kingdom of heaven is like a landowner who went out early in the morning to hire workers for his vineyard. He agreed to pay them a denarius, which is $1, for the day, and sent them into his vineyard." Please rise. I'm sorry for the reading of the word. Eventually we'll learn that. Just rise. "About 9 in the morning, he went out and saw others standing in the marketplace doing nothing." Now I want you to understand that the marketplace would be like a union hall today, where you go for daily labor, you go in, you're looking for work. That's what the marketplace is here, okay? So you're going to need to know that. He told them, "You also go and work in my vineyard, and I will pay you whatever is right." So they went. He went out again about noon and about 3 in the afternoon and did the same thing. About 5 in the afternoon, he went out and found still others standing around. He asked them, "Why have you been standing here all day long doing nothing?" "Because no one has hired us," they answered. He said to them, "You also go and work in my vineyard." When evening came, the owner of the vineyard said to his foreman, "Call the workers and pay them their wages, beginning with the last ones hired and going on to the first." The workers who were hired about 5 in the afternoon came, and they each received $1. So when those who were hired first, they expected to receive more. But each of them also received $1. When they received it, they began to grumble against the landowner. "These who were hired last worked only 1 hour," they said, "and you have made them equal to us, who have borne the burden of the work and the heat of the day." But he answered one of them, "I am not being unfair to you, friend. Didn't you agree to work for $1? Take your pay and go. I want to give the one who was hired the last the same as I gave you. Don't I have the right to do what I want with my own money? Or are you envious because I am generous? So the last will be first, and the first shall be last." You may be seated. I want to take you to that story. And I want you to imagine that Jesus is here now, and we're all in the marketplace because we all want to be hired.
Come on.
And so there's much to be said about those that got there at 6. That would be me. How many other people would be there at 6?
8.
Not many of us, okay? Some of us at 6, okay? So there's much to be said about us. We got up early. We got there. We're ready to go, right? And we're going to work in the field. We're working for 12 hours. Then some other folks come along, and we see them trickling in. Somebody comes at 12, 3, 9 a.m., I think it said. And then this last group come at 5. But I ain't sweating it. They come at 5. It's only an hour left. Certainly, they're not going to get paid what I get paid, because I've been slaving all day.
That's right.
I mean, I've been serving in the kingdom for years.
Come on now.
Certainly, they can't get a new car before I get a new car, because, God, I've been working for you diligently for years. And so we get there, and Jesus is up there, and he calls the people that came in at 5 and worked an hour. They're barely even sweating. They come up, and he gives them $1, and they're happy. They got it. How many of you would have been the 6 o'clock? You late risers, as they call it on the ship. You get up, and when you get up, it's lunchtime. Any people here? Come on, y'all, let's be real. If you had your way, okay, let's try this. If you didn't have to be on anybody's job and you had your way, you'd wake up about 11 or 12, or anybody's school, okay? All right, thank you for your honesty. Yeah, you can't raise your hand no other kind of way. So you come along, and y'all ain't even sweat. The rest of us, we drink. church. I mean, we don't work hard all day long. And y'all come up and Jesus is getting ready to pay you, and Jesus gives you $1 and you happy. So you know, really, you getting your $1 and you ain't just like, you're like, $1. Hey, that was my blessing today. Like, you know, God bless me on that one. And so as the other people start to come up, and when at 6 o'clock people get up there, well, we excited, right? We excited because we like, hey, they got $1. I'm probably gonna get double that because I done did triple, quadruple the work they did. So I'm excited, and I get up there, and Jesus hands me the $1. And we mad. We mad in heaven. I want to tell you that that's what heaven's going to be like. When the straight people are there because they believe that they've been saved all this time, and us homosexuals come up there and we get the same $1 we get in the gate. They're going to feel the same way us 6 a.m. workers feel.
Come on.
The people that got up at 6, they're mad because the people that came in late got the same $1. It's kind of like some of my family members. I'm going to step on some toes, I'm sorry. You feel like since you've been here since 6 a.m., now I've been here from the beginning, right? That somebody owes you something. Because that's how we feel. And so when somebody that's just coming in the mix gets the same $1, yeah, I'm trying to relate it to you. It's the same $1 that you get, this is how you feel. You start to grumble. And if we're lucky, you do it under your voice. If not, you get loud. But here's what I want you to understand. God sees us as equals. He sees us as, I can pastor 50,000 churches with 100,000 people, and I'm still just as equal as you are, and you ain't never pastored a church. Why? Because God calls us all to be disciples. Right? To go out and share the good news.
Amen.
But the problem is, we root for the wrong side. Because we like, yeah, 6 a.m. workers should have got more, God. You know they should have got more. Come on, God. You know they should have got more. And here's how our minds think. Hell, next time I'm going at 5 p.m. too. We say, well, if I can get the same $1 and only do this, that's what I'm going to do. All right, remember this is Appreciation Sunday, so we're talking about serving. That's what the message is related to. Serving, come on, somebody, bring it in. Root cause of grumbling is envy. It's a belief that others are getting what they do not deserve, and we are not getting what we do deserve. But grumbling's only a symptom. The problem is envy, but even deeper than envy, we have a problem with God. We're mad at God because we think He was better to someone else than He was to us. That's how we feel about it. When we've been working on a job 20, 30, 40 years and we're still not driving the car we want, we're still not, anybody ever got looked over for a promotion? Yeah. You was more than qualified for the job, but they overlooked you. Oh, you was mad. Oh, yeah. And you let them know you was mad. Even owe them something like that. That's why I got an $8 check when I finish. I ain't kidding with you. Because I was mad. I was a grumbler. I was grumbling about it. Right? It wasn't right in my eyes. It wasn't just. But how many people know but God won't promote you where He doesn't have you set up at. So you got to understand what your destiny is. To understand why you keep getting detoured.
That's good.
Grumbling comes from two things. One is we overestimate our own importance. Number two, we underestimate the grace of God.
Amen.
God says, what are your motives? Why are we doing what we do? If it's for a straight reward, you'll get it. God will never cheat you. Remember that, God will never teach you, but that's all you'll get. The cure for a grumbler's heart. Thank God for the blessings you already have. You might have a decent job, but you got a job. Let me tell you something. There are people waiting. The principal told me the other day that he gets about 800 applications for teachers every year. 800. That's a lot. It's a lot of applications.
Amen.
Now, there may be some teachers that are wanting to transfer in, right? But that's a lot of applications. Be thankful for the house you live in. Might not be the house you want. Right? How many of some of you, God's waiting on you to truly be grateful and thankful for what you're in before He'll give you the next one. Because you won't appreciate the next one if you really it's a 2-bedroom on its cycle and you can't stay churching, He can't give you a 4-bedroom. Some of y'all, He just waiting on y'all to put in first. They say, when you actually give me a tithe, I'll give you a blessing. Because that's really why you tithe. You don't tithe so the pastor can pay her bills. You don't tithe so the church can pay their bills. You tithe because God has mandated us to tithe.
Amen.
So that we can all be here and assemble together. The word says, let us not give up meeting and assembling together. So we can watch TV all day.
Come on now.
We can watch the message on video, but God wants us to assemble. He wants us to be together. Because I can't, or that person, if you're having a down day, that person, the TV can't give you a hug.
Come on.
I know they're getting advanced. I know they got smart TVs, but they ain't that smart yet. When they start reaching out and giving you a hug, all humanity will be lost. Listen, there are people that come to church just to have you hug them. There are people that come. They don't even come to hear the message. I mean, it's great. They hear it. But they come because they need somebody to say, it's going to be okay. I feel your pain. See, that's more valuable than anything else that we can give. Number 2, don't judge yourself by the way God treats somebody else. See, we like this comparison game. We do it at work. Well, she don't have this and he don't have that, but they promoted them. One thing they might have had that we did is favor from God. See, listen, favor will take you where your degree won't. Some of y'all have jobs that y'all know y'all shouldn't have. You know you wasn't, on paper you wasn't qualified at all. Right? But you know. Some of us that live places that people that look like us don't live. And we the only ones on the block. That's favor. That's favor. Some of us have made dollar bills. That people would say there's no way you made that.
Come on.
There's no way.
Come on now.
The comedian said on the show, have you ever seen a man with a woman and you was like, did he get her? I call it favor. See, because all people ain't looking on you from the outside. But let me tell you, that's gonna give away. This old pretty face won't be pretty in 20 years from now. No, it won't. It's already starting to wrinkle. But I need somebody that'll shower me if I become incapacitated. I need somebody that'll say, I'll change your diaper. I'll feed you if I have to. Remember, God rewards faithfulness, not production.
Come on.
That's why I'm not about numbers.
All right.
If I got 20 that'll go out and teach, I'll take 20 over 100 that just come to church on Sunday and you don't hear nothing else about it. They ain't brought no friends, ain't no food to they label.
Come on.
It's not about production, it's about faithfulness. The world says, what did you do? God says, why did you do it? The world says, what's the bottom line? You know, those of us in finance always, the boss wants to know what's the bottom line. Right, Jerry, what's the bottom line? What did we make today? That's all I need to know. Now, what's the bottom line, right? God says, were you doing it for me? The world says, show me your stuff. Show me what you got. God says, show me your heart. Show me your heart. God is just. No one will be underpaid. God is generous. Everyone will be surprised. That means even if you're that 5 p.m. worker, you're coming in late, and for that hour, you're working hard.
Come on, that's good. That's good.
You're working hard for that hour. So there are some of us that came at 6.
Come on now.
And your productivity don't even match the person that came in for an hour. So truth be told, they should have got your hour too.
Come on now.
Amen. That's good.
We have so much to be thankful for. Even the fact that God finds us worthy to allow us to serve Him ought to be good enough.
Yes.
The Lord is coming to live in witness, and He's looking for some workers for the vineyard. There's plenty of work, more than enough to go around, and He's looking for volunteers. You don't need to be worried about the salary. He owns the cattle on 1,000 hills. No one has ever been laid off, and no one has ever been disappointed. I'm going to leave you with this. What opportunities has the Lord given you to serve? Are you standing idle in the marketplace? Because in this marketplace, God always calls you to work. For some of us, He calls us at 6 a.m. early on in our lives. We know what God has instilled in us and called us to do. And some of us that rise early might slip away because we don't really want to be used. We don't want the responsibility. We don't want the headache, if I can be real. We don't want the pressure. We don't want the stress. We don't want the depression. We want the dollar, though. We want the dollars. And we want to receive the benefit. Has Jesus called you to His vineyard? Have you even went to the marketplace? Or are you sitting at home saying, nah, I don't want to work today? That's the best thing about being a sub, right? You go when you want to go. It is nice, except they've been booking me like I'm full time. But when the favor of God is on your life, and as a black dominant lesbian, you go into a predominantly white county and work, because I don't see many people that look like me, and I know y'all say I'm light, but even light bright ain't y'all. It's just light. That's the favor of God. Some of you, people have told you because of who you are, because of who you love, that you're not worthy to serve in the vineyard. So you come, you sit and you watch, because that belief is still instilled in your head. But I came to tell you today that you're worthy. And if you come at 6, if you come at 9, if you come at noon, or if you come at 5, you're all equal to me. You're all equal. My thing is where you come. Rise to your feet. I don't want to leave this place without getting